Greetings, everyone. We just had a rough War of the Spark draft, but we're going to try and turn it around here with a ranked Throne of Eldraine draft, best of one here. We are in our free-to-play 2 account. This is our second free-to-play account. I come and play on this account now when I am 4x of a set on my main account. So over time, I'm going to lose gems playing limited. Even though I'm pretty good, I'm still not infinite. So given that drafting costs us resources, and we care about building our collection to 4x, because we'd care about constructed enough to care about building that collection up here, there's diminishing returns on drafting a set in which you have 4x, because you're no longer getting any useful cards out of the packs. You're getting gems. That's nice, but since you care about collection building, I believe the correct thing to do in this case is to just build up resources on your main account, and when you hit 4x, have a side account where you do drafting. This is also free to play, so we haven't paid for this stuff. It's just a place where we can go and draft for the fun of drafting without misusing our resources on our main account. That's the idea of coming here to do our free-to-play 2 side drafting, basically. If you want to do some paper drafting, you're going to want to get your booster packs and materials for it at cardkingdom.com. And of course, if you do it through my panels down below in the affiliate link, they know you came here. They came there from this stream, and that helps me with my relationship with Card Kingdom. They are supporting my stream, and in turn, I support their retail efforts by telling you all about them every day, and I appreciate that. And they're going to take care of you. Great service, all the products you need, delivered quickly, with an upstanding group of fine people that I've gotten to know over the years. So please give them a chance and do it through my affiliate link. We're going to, of course, use gold while we can and give this a shot. Yeah, we have 4x of, well, we have like, as you saw, like I got a Scions there that we didn't, we have like 4 or 5 mythics to fill, but we have wild cards. Basically, if we use our wild cards, we are at 4x mythics, yes. I hear you, Fiddles. Thanks for hanging out. All right, we got about the best, one of the best first picks you could ask for, in the sense that it literally goes in every single deck. It's excellent, and we're going to snag it. Let's take a look at what we might expect to wheel here. Ben's suggestion to try and avoid red. It's pretty easy to just land in red, knowing that you're going to get it shipped to you. We'll keep that in mind, try and do something different here. But we're going to take the Stonecoil Serpent, easy peasy, and see what the bots tell us from here. Falmar Knight's pretty good. Inspiring Veteran is red-white. I've been going ahead and taking Inspiring Veterans when I see them early, because it's so easy to end up in these colors, but we can do something different if you want. I probably should have taken a bio break before I started this draft. What I might do is actually start a poll here and get in the bio break that I should have gotten in before I started a new draft. But let's go Foulmire, Veteran. What else is reasonable to pick here? Paladin is big and interesting, and we'll call it Deathless, if you think the Deathless Knight is where we should be at. I don't think we should take Egg or Dummy or Weaselback or any blue card. I think that's the only choices. So actually, I'll make it a nice long poll, and I'll be right back, okay? Thank you all for waiting. Appreciate that. What did you all decide? Veteran wins. Although between Foulmire and Deathless, you could make the argument that a non-red card, a non-veteran card won. It's just whether you want it to be one of these two. We're proving Magic is fun. red versus not red from... All right, I'll let this poll play out. I was just going to take the Foulmire Knight. I think what I'm hearing from chat between Deathless Knight and Foulmire Knight is to take something besides the Veteran, which I'm in for. But I'll let the poll finish out. All right, I'll take Foulmire. If we're gonna take a black card, I think it should be that one. Witchstalker, Bognaughty, Clockwork Servant is interesting. I think it comes to Witchstalker or Bognaughty. I think I'm going to go with Stalker here. Super impressive card. Great to get out on 4. Yeah, Servant is totally an option, but actually I don't think I'm playing Servant in the same deck I'm playing Foulmire Knight, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not looking to be mono black ever, and I'm really only looking to play Servants in mono decks. So I'm going to go with Witchstalker. Oh, Shieldbreaker, so good. We could go with Owl and potentially abandon both of these and look to do some kind of white-blue artifact thing. Take Wandermare and end up in Adventures, potentially. Swordmaster. We just try and wheel the Swordmaster. We could take... take Sporecap Spider, probably wheeling that. I think I'm going to go with Wandermare. Yeah, we could still end up red. We don't, but I'm trying to avoid it. You know, we're trying to do something different here. I can respect that. Flutterfox. I like Flutterfox with the Wandermare and the Witchstalker here. Treefolk is nice, but you can get those a little bit later. Cauldron is also okay. Fenrir wants the Treefolk. I want the smaller drop. Rosethorn Halberd is has risen in my pick orders, but we're just going to take Rider here. The Knight deck would have been there for us. We knew that, though. We can just take Oakham Ranger or finally a Treefolk here. Ranger, not great. Probably just want the Treefolk over it even, yeah. Sad. Scaldrin, or we take Carver. I'm going to take Carver. It's adventure time. Like, maybe we have Wandermare. If we get some more adventure support, it'll be really good. Aztrith, Ranger just comes up short. Ranger would be good if the adventure spell were 3 mana, but the fact that it's 4 mana on both sides just ruins that card. All right, back to our opening pick. All pretty weak, but we can take a Squire as a possible filler here. White-green adventures might be the sweet spot for the Ranger, but I still don't think it's better than the Treefolk in that spot. And Dummy is all fine and good, but we're going to take an outflank. Another outflank. That's fine. Not playing this princess, but we'll throw it in the board. I don't know if we want the Ranger, though. That's the thing. I'm just never... I've never been really impressed with results from the Ranger. Now, we only have Wandermare, Flutterfox, and Outflank here, and we've opened a Blacklands Paragon, and we have a Foulmire. We can just take the rare. But we also have Archon to continue committing to the white. So what do we like? Blacklands, Foulmire, and some gems. Or actually, this is free to play 2 So it's not going to be gems anyway. No gem picking here. I don't know if it's easy because I don't know if we're that white, but I guess with double outflank we probably are. Let's take the absolution. Sir Conrad making us regret that a little bit, but we're just gonna take out muscle here. Say farewell to Sir Conrad. Try and wheel this squire. Probably can pull this now. Feeling pretty much like we're locked in on green-white now. I'll take casket on that front. I think we'll wheel the Squire Krauser. We'll see, but I think it comes around. Don't have a spider yet. I guess we could take it, but I really don't like a spider in a green-white adventure deck because you're trying to be pretty aggro. Might even play a third outflank. 3 outflanks is a lot, but if it's our spells, if it's effectively our non-adventure spells for the deck, we could do that. Yeah, we kind of made our choice. The black is there too, but we're not black. We gave up on that. So fox or ritual. I like a fox again here. Beanstalk, no. Griffin, meh, but playable. We'll run it. Here's where I give up and take a spider. We'll see if we play it. Guide Mother, thank you very much. Yes, this is what we're talking about. Don't have any payoffs for adventure yet, though. I like the ritual. I'm hoping we find one before the end of the draft, but I didn't feel like it was the pick there. Got our squire back on the wheel as we thought we would. Here's some vault progress over Pori. Profit's not unplayable, but when I'm playing green, I'm not looking to make my 6 drops random colorless stuff. I want them to be tree folk and, you know, we got a serpent. Like, we just didn't need that job filled. Maybe take a Fell the Pheasant, which I would maybe consider over the spider. Well, I take Tall as a Beanstalk. Yeah, this is best of 1. Here, I'll update my data for you. Oh, 3 with that sweet looking deck. Man. Quote, playable gems, except it's not really gems for us, and we don't really care about gems on this account. We only care about whether we want to run that, and I think we just rather have the tactician here. Another chance at a ranger. Could take and splash a Doom Foretold. I'm not sure to what point though. Probably just the ranger or the transformation. Let's take a ranger now, and we'll look for the Silver Flame Ritual. Beanstalk Giant, you say? I'm in for that. Although, again, we'd like a payoff. Maybe, can we get one adventure payoff? How about a Lucky Clover right here, Innkeeper? Ready? Lucky Clover Innkeeper. Here we go. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. But a good 3, or a good white card do we want? Yeah, we don't have much going on at 5, so we'll take Sir Alan. Saw this, and the white circle made me think it was the Silver Flame Ritual we were wanting, but we'll take a Youthful Knight. TLK. What we want is 3s. Yeah, I'll take a TLK here. I've drafted Doom Foretold. It's okay. It depends on if they making token. I guess it can't get tokens. Yeah, it's fine. It's not great though. Yeah, Dummy makes Foxfly, but I don't know if we're happy playing that. Scarecrow makes Fox fly. Cabin. I don't think we're playing Cabin either. Totally come around to Luis's mindset on these lands. Griffin. We got one Griffin. Yeah, I guess we run 2 Griffins. Or we have the opportunity. Another Carver. Here's a dummy we can grab. Knight of the Keep might be a narrow playable in our situation over the Squire. Like, we don't have much going on at 3. Another dummy. All the dummies. We're gonna be as dumb as we want here. Yeah, Mabinap, this is not a great deck. I don't like it. It could win. It's not worthless, but we didn't end up with much in the way of payoffs. We're just kind of green-white aggro, see what happens, you know? This is probably going here. 6 cards to cut. This is going here. Maybe cut a T. Okay, just try to be aggro about things. Cut a dummy. Got a Squire. I do kind of want to cut Spider. It just doesn't... We got 2 Griffins. Hopefully this will be a 3 for us, and maybe Guide Mother will be as well. Well, we wouldn't have been Mardu Knights. I think we would have ended up white-red. I think we had a fine white-red deck. If you take away the green here and replace it with decent red, you'd be happy with that result too. Yeah, Beanstalk is a 3. That's a great call. Maybe one of these Griffins can go. And one outflank. What does that look like? 19-4. Yeah, we could cut Ranger. Rider's just a curve filler as much as anything. We could do this. Cutting out muscle? Fenor. Seriously? Oh, okay. Like, Fenor, I respect you. What's going on? He explained. Fenor or Fenor, I don't know if Fenor is a he. Fenor explained. Fenor is sick and feverish. Give him a break. So you'd want to cut. No care for constructed play. Started a new arena account for pure drafting. Well, the main thing you could do as a pure drafting account is convert wild cards into gems via the methods we've shown on stream before. You know what I'm talking about, right, Buckeye? Leave the draft, craft up to 4x, come back, finish the draft, get gems. If you have a truly a limited only account, that's the main thing to do differently. The other thing I would do is if it's not your, if you're juggling multiple accounts, stop at 4 wins. Don't, let's say you're having a lot of fun with your draft and you went 4-0 to start, and maybe you want to just go keep playing. If it's a side account that you're trying to manage to meet out limited, then you're going to want to stop for the day at 4 wins and then pick it up again the next day. All right. Anyway, back to this. What are we calling? I think I'm going to start here. I hear you, like outflank number 3 versus Ranger, versus Dummy versus Spider, Griffin. I mean, there's a lot of things we could make an argument for here. But I like starting here. I think this is good. I think the outflanks are going to, the triple outflank will be fine here. And we're going to call this something about not red. So what's a bad adventure that doesn't involve red? Why stop? Because if you're trying to balance, if you're trying to spread out your play and your goal is to play cheaply across time and you're managing multiple accounts, at 4 wins, the 4th win of the day gets you 100 gold. Wins after your 4th have diminishing returns on how much gold you're grinding. So if you're managing multiple accounts, you generally want to just stop at 4. If you're not managing multiple accounts, play for as long as it makes you happy. I named my 7-1 adventure green-white adventure deck over the weekend the Adventure Zone, but I don't want to put adventure in the title. It makes it too obvious. Let's see. Maybe it's about these outflanks. Yeah, we'll just call it not red. You might be right, Fenor. I'm going to give it at least 1 game here, but Fenor's got a good point. We have a lot of combat. We have 3 adventure-based combat tricks that somewhat eliminate the need for outflanks, but we don't have a ton of removal either, so I kind of like having the removal around. All right, we'll keep this, and this is part of the, one reason to cut an outflank is exactly this. 3 outflanks, you risk some outflank flood. And they can be dead cards if you don't have the support. I think starting out with mono red is still the best. It's pretty cheap. Maybe mono blue is also pretty cheap. I would go look at MTG Goldfish and yeah, triple outflank. That's not what we wanted to see. But maybe they'll play a bunch of 1 toughness knights and we'll mow them down. Well, Fenner's all ready to gloat, but we haven't yet seen that they are not actually useful. Although if they kill the Flutterfox, yeah, see? It's all good. Oh, I'm so happy. Too bad they lost this Rimrock Knight, because we could have used an outflank on it. Well, hopefully Sir Alan lives and these outflanks continue to be somewhat useful. Echo wants me to wait. I don't know what you want me to wait for. I'm definitely playing the 5-drop while I can. Even if they kill it, like, what else was I going to do? Not blocking, so we're attacking. Real problem here is not outflank flood, it's flood. We're just flooded. Need our giant or something here. Tree folk, certainly a welcome sight. We could just throw out a 6/5, but we'll go ahead and make a 4/4 first. They're tapped out anyway. No! Ugh! Why did it take him 12 years to make that play? Seriously. Like, I made it through an 0-3 without being salty, but how the hell does Oppo not just freaking roll that out? It tilts me. Respond how, David? You can read out flank. That felt not accidental. It felt... Well, Ryan can't win today. That's the lesson we're learning so far. I'm not ready to cut out flank yet. That was an aberration. That was aberration. Say it right. That was unusual. We have 18 creatures. 18. Those 3 outflanks are one of 3 of our 5 non-creature spells. That was just bad luck. All right, new goal, folks. Win 1 game today. See you, Phils. Happy New Year. Nobody's denying that, Fenor. What I'm saying is that observation is not a reason to go and make that change. Right. Real sadness is that we have no action for this turn, unless we want to make a 3-mana Stone Coil Serpent. Do we? I don't think we do. I think we're going to Carver for extra damage. Now we have a different 4-drop to play. Uh-oh. Man, makes me wish we didn't have a 4-drop. I want to lure him into attacking with the Innkeeper so we can pick it off. But here we'll go, yeah. Flying Fox is nice, but it's cracking in anyway. Well, with the outflank, we could play Jousting Dummy and have the outflank available. But I think that's a little bit fancy play. Although, man, it does potentially let us get it this turn. If we let them untap with Bognaughty, they get to throw around this food as removal. So even though it holds off these sweet 5+ drops, I'm going to drop a Jousting Dummy and attack, because if they are silly enough to try and block the Flutterfox with the Bognaughty, we're going to make them pay. And if they send... Oh, we can even do Stone Coil. No, I'm going to say end. Thing is, we can't outflank the Bognaughty because they can respond by... oh, if they do that, though, we can. Okay, that's great. Looks bad for us, but is actually good for us. But they have sniffed out the outflank. So Oppo is fully playing around outflank now. We just got to keep that in mind. But they're also at 7. They might just be being super... careful with their life total. But with the extra land, now we get Sir All-In with the outflank. Yeah, maybe they thought Squire too. That's a great point. But next turn, a big full team crash with outflank at the ready, followed by a Griffin or a Serpent seems fine. Yeah, I don't know what they're playing around. If they're playing around the outflank, this could be tough. Arilu here is a diamond player, so not expecting them to make obvious mistakes. All right, now, maybe we wait. You can go Griffin with outflank. Yeah, 8/8, obviously quite a bit better than a 7/7 given the Tree Folk. Dummy can get to 4 on this turn, but I think we just go Griffin with outflank on this turn. I mean, I could attack with the Flutterfox, but it just confirms their outflank play around. I think they're pretty settled on us having outflank, though, so I don't think attacking would have helped there. They would have just taken it. They're at 7, but they're really at a virtual, you know, 13. They're not that low on life when it comes down to it. That is an interesting draw. Yes, yes. Try to maybe just set up, and we can play Stone Coil, leave 2 up, and then have a 5 mana, a 5/5, and then next turn tap 2 and just swing in with a huge attack. Sad to make a 5/5, and we want it bigger. But we can just make a 7/7 and then try to make use of these next turn. I'm going to go with the big 7/7, actually. They're going to eat the food eventually anyway, I think. And if Fluffy, if they choose to use Bognati to kill some stuff with the food, I think that's good for us, because then they're at a lower life total. So if they want to throw some food around at this point, bring it. Yeah, outflank plus trample is a nice combo, because even if we don't, like, even if they block Tree Folk with Serpent, if we outflank, it creates more trample damage. Effectively, outflanking whatever huge trampler is being blocked is like dealing that much damage to their face. That's pretty good for us too, because that's just going to be part of what we tap. And yeah, I think we do it now. Maybe. Yeah, they've got Bake Mana. I'm not counting on anything here. I guess Tactician gives us more outflank damage. Yay! First win of the day. We found one. Took some time. Oh yeah, we went 0-3 in our war draft. It was pretty frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna keep this, but I think we're in a spot where I actually am gonna hold off on Fairy Guide Mother. Normally I turn 1 Guide Mother, but we do have turn 2 Flutterfox, turn 3 Wandermare, and then Guide Mothering a Wandermare will actually do more damage, presuming it gets an attack in that wouldn't have otherwise, and then we get the +1/+1 counter by casting the creature afterwards. So normally I'm going to play the Guide Mother out as a 1/1, but we have a hand that really supports waiting in this case. We got a lovely 2/3/4 into whatever we want to do with Guide Mother. Let's see. They could make food and make that rough. I'm actually just going to offer the Flutterfox, though. If they want to trade Flutterfox for Rider, we're obviously happy with that. Okay, that's good. I'm fine with that. Keeping the way clear for a big Wandermare seems better than letting that be there. Basically, I didn't care if they blocked or not, so I attacked. Well, we're going to offer this, but they're never going to take it. If they are, we're happy with that too. My deck of choice in Eldraine, do you mean standard or my favorite limited deck? I don't really have a favorite limited archetype in the format. I guess I like adventure stuff. My favorite... There's a lot of fun, interesting gameplay available in the adventure stuff, so... Ooh, all right. Yeah, we're going to go for, like, a game... We're just going to drop this, and then we're looking at next turn having Tactician, Guide Mother, like, tap down their stuff, make something big, attack for 1,000,000. Why are we worried about Wandermare at 3 right now, Life? I mean, eventually we'll get there, but there's just no hurry for that, I don't think. 1,000,000 Spore Cap Spiders is annoying, but we're gonna do this. So yeah, now they are stable, but got them at 3. See if we can finish them off from here somehow, some way, somewhere. Another Guide Mother, something like that. That's bold. Why would you attack? Seriously. I mean, I guess you got to get me dead at some point, but you're literally dead to any removal with that play. And we might be doing it anyway. Let's see, we go Guide Mother. Oh, I guess short on white. We'll go with Tactician here. But I guess we wait. Do we have attacks? If we attack, we have a 4/3 and a 5/5 and a 4/4. And they get to block and trade with the 4/4, bounce off the 5/5, and eat the 3/2. So we do not have a tank. We do not have attacks. Yeah, it's not worth it though, right? I mean, because we lose the Archon with that. I mean, yeah, we can force a block or whatever, but it doesn't seem good. Yeah, thankfully we have 3 outflanks, so we're pretty likely to draw one. Fenor. Of course, a Ranger would be a decent draw here too. Yeah, Ranger might even be better than an outflank, so score 1 for Fenor. Still no attacks, but we're close. they've got 2 flyer blockers, and we've got 3 flyers, and they're at 3 life, and we've got a team pumper. We need 1 more point of damage on Guide Mother, and we win. Like, we draw a Tree Folk, we win. Or an Outmuscle, we win, right? Yeah, because we can just Outmuscle. It doesn't even matter. We just want to put a +1/+1 counter on the Guide Mother to get 3 points. And I suppose they could have something here, but if they don't have something here, we win. Doesn't even. Funny thing is, we don't even care what we Guide Mother. I mean, I guess we'll take out a Rider, but it doesn't really matter. I think just 1 Tactician, right? Yeah, they could have red removal, but we're going for it. They would have used it already, so it's like they needed to draw red removal right there, and I'm betting they don't have it. They don't have it. Here, I'm gonna. We've played 3, and so far, Ranger would have been reasonable over Outflank in a bunch of spots. I'm gonna give it a shot. This is not even process oriented, right? Like I'm or maybe it is process oriented. I'm trying some stuff out. I'm not sure what's best, so we're mixing it up. This is not me saying Fëanor is right or wrong. It's just saying it's a close call, so we're trying the other build. All right, here's a spot where I'm gonna just run the Guide Mother out. Especially with that, where we are going to try and pick off a tracker with an outflank eventually. Probably going Guide Mother Jousting Dummy for the first 2 turns, but we'll try an outflank on 3 on this tracker. I think it's unfair to call Ranger bad. Ranger is not great. I wouldn't call it actively bad. It's just not. It's on the low end of those 4-drops. Yeah, hybrid green-white. Uncommon. Yeah, Ranger's medium. I don't know if it's the worst of the hybrid cards even. I don't know about that blue-green one. And that the blue-green one and the red-black one are also very underwhelming. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and block a dwarf with the dummy, and then we can outflank the ginger brute. And then that really reduces... Then the tracker needs to find somebody else to be big anyway. Yeah, maybe they attack with the Innkeeper. Plan A with the Innkeeper is they don't have tools to make it good right now. Alright, new plans all over the place. Well, we're going to have to outflank that thing. Or we're going to outflank the tracker and find another means to deal with the Ginger Brute. We have Outmuscle right now, though. Okay, there we go. Wandermare plus Outmuscle actually wins against the Ginger Brute. You're not wrong, Zach. I was saying the thing with the with that Ranger is it would be actively very good if the adventure cost were 3 mana. The fact that the adventure side of it is 4 mana just kills the card as a great card, and instead it just becomes medium. But bad is a stretch. Calling it bad is it's a 4 mana 3 for 1, and you know, or installment plan 8 mana 3 for 1. We don't need a green land. We can outmuscle without. That's why, like, in order to win with like the Flutterfox, yes, we would need one more green land. But without a forest, we can still win with Wandermare. It just means we can't then follow up attack with Wandermare, but that's okay too. So we'll go. Yeah, it's huge, right? Coax, like, it's the lack of a curve there is what kills that card for being a great card. Making the tokens cheaper. Make it too good? I mean, look at some of those knights. I don't think 3 mana into 4 mana would have made it busted and limited or anything. It would just make it good, make it really good. But there's plenty of really good ones. They just decided not to make that one really good. All right, sorry, back to this. We're going to outmuscle. I mean, there's the Raiders too. But let's get rid of this Ginger Brute. I'm going to offer, well, you know, maybe we go aggro. I don't think they want to trade the Innkeeper off for it. And we might block the red cap Raiders anyway. Are we okay with trading the Wandermare for either of these two creatures is the question. I think so. Although Wandermare could get big enough to trade off with the Tree Folk if we give it a little time. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to change my mind and say no. Mainly because of the Tree Folk. If we can get one more counter on the Wandermare, then we can actually trade with this Tree Folk. Didn't we just kill a bunch of these? The block isn't a trade? This is why the block is a trade. And since they don't have the mana for this right now and we're at 9, we have to make this trade. You're in good company, Diablo. Nobody reads cards around here, especially not me. It probably does what I want, right? Well, we're kind of in an awkward race and hoping Oppo doesn't find action or land, which is a weird thing to hope for. I guess a land off the top right now would be perfect. I just don't want to draw another one after that. Although maybe it'll be fine. If these flyers continue to rule the air, we should be okay. All right, and that puts them, I mean, that's harsh, right? But it does put them off. I mean, they're basically not casting this Tree Folk this game. All right, Carver is excellent. We're going to use it to get in extra damage here because we're racing. And Rider, hope for no removal. Obviously, if they find removal, the game's over. But if they don't find removal, we got a good crackback. Maybe it's not good. This is close. Let's trade Rider off for the 2/2. We go to 2. We drop the Carver, and the Ginger Brute can get us to 1, but then the Carver can block the Innkeeper. So, not dead. Yeah, we could have used the Carver's Adventure spell as a combat trick to win combat instead. That's interesting. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing, Oppo? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that is not the draw for us. So we can get 1 in if we attack with the Flutter Fox. I guess we attack with Fox and Guide Mother, trade off the Fox, and then play Carver and have Rider on D. Or we could attack with everything and just play Carver. So we send in everything and then just play Carver. And then they can block. Yeah, that works. Then they have to draw something. Let me keep the pressure on. Are you kidding me? Come on. Holy moly. All right. Payback. We found something off the top that should get us there, question mark? I'm just going to eat now. I don't want to screw up some situation where I eat and in response they kill me or something. I just want to get that life now. Exploding Nissa. Coax boxed in allows you to change the landscape of the lunch boxes to your desires. They weren't dead. Maybe they weren't dead. Oh, no, they were dead no matter what. Yep. We got it. Oh, did I say Nissa? Sorry, Vivian. Apologies. Exploding Vivian. Sorry, Vivian. You're dead. We're going to keep, but it's pretty rough on low drops. Want to find a 2 if we can. Well, we play a Stone Coil. I don't want to play the Stone Coil, though. It's not really a 2. I know what you mean, Smock, but you know what I mean. It is, but you really don't want to play it there if you can help it. Although in this case, we might have to, just to set up the outflanks. Yeah, I actually think I have to. I don't want to take 4 here. Well, but if I block, we're making the Youthful Knight a 3/2 first strike. If I take, we are what? Setting up for... why? See, now I wish I didn't play it. We're just going to play Wandermare next turn anyway and try and get it done with that. Can we... Because if I block here, then we're taking 3 next turn anyway that we wouldn't take otherwise. I'm going to say, now I'm sad that I played the Serpent at all. Oh, they might be going for extra damage here, which is fine. Starting hand algorithm doesn't do nearly as much as you think. We're going to do this. See how stable we can be. Yeah, we could have played the Serpent for 1 and then the outflank trick, but that is so telegraphed that Oppo just plays around it. I don't think... I can't justify doing that because of how easy it is to play around. But what's your point? I mean, I haven't seen those decks. One presumes they weren't filled with 4 drops and 5 drops, right? Well, then they got lucky. It is not good magic, even with the best of 1 starting hand algorithm to do that. It's just not. I don't care what his results were. I really don't. Like, and I don't think he did. Abusive Pie. That does not represent proof of any kind of anything. Well, now we've got to outflank the Ginger Brute, which is hyper annoying, but better than losing. Do we have attacks? And also at 6 life, I don't feel like we can attack. Well, Oppo up to a lot of stuff here, but we've got Outflank and Carver. I don't know what this card is. It must be something, but we're going to put Oppo to the test on all of it. Is there +1/+1 to everything at instant speed? Like, this just feels like a like the blowout here would be if they have a pump your team. Is there anything I'm missing in pump your team land at instant speed? Yeah, I don't know why the Carver is being held back either. I don't know what's going on here. But I'm going to block. It's a good opponent. They're not dumb. I just don't know what I'm up against here exactly. Okay, Silver Flame. That's fine. So now Silver Flame is going to be for... Okay, great. Perfect. So we're going to... We got to outflank this stupid Ginger Brute, or we eventually lose to it. And we get to carve the Witch Stalker. Yeah, that was a crazy bad attack from Oppo. Look at that. I think it's our first diamond. And ironically, we made it on the backup account that we've been drafting so heavily on because we're full up on Eldraine on the main account. And you know what? We're basically halfway through this because we're totally going to get to 7 wins, right? And we're at noon. I've got a busy day. It's my last day to do some major adulting around here. I've got still got some healthcare stuff to get adjusted before the month runs out. And I haven't finished building the vintage cube for tonight at Adams. So I am going to cut this one short. We're going to feel good about going from 0-3 to 4-1. That's pretty good. And we got ourselves to Diamond for the first time. That's pretty cool. So after a rough start of the stream, we pulled out to some decent closing. And we'll play the rest of this on air tomorrow, and I'll get it uploaded as a separate video and everything. And it was nice to be back. I missed you all. Fun streaming today. Fun to be back. Let's say goodbye to YouTube friends for now and find someone to raid. Thanks for hanging out, YouTubers. We'll see you next time.